SafeMoon CEO found guilty on all charges, proving once and for all that, I guess, SafeMoon wasn't so safe. BTC, all-time highs. XRP being manipulated. We got all this utility and we can't even break and hold 245. Someone paid more than one BTC to move a BTC. We'll talk price action along with better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And they have more subs than us. 46,300 and we have 45,769. So let's beat Papa John's by hitting that subscribe button. I see green on the screen, but you know what I also see? Your comments. You, the viewer, matter most. That's why I share your comments at the beginning of the video. Mr. Fantastic DW says, had to get out of the space for a little while. Sold a lot, kept a little. Figuring if XRP hits 10K, it doesn't matter how much I hold. Came back, still at 245. Need to find out what's going on in XRP. Crypto with Klaus is where I head first. Dude, legit compliment. I appreciate that. That's why I gave it the super like. That's an awesome compliment for me to read. That's why I shared it. TDE7999 says, I truly like your shows. I watch a few people. Some I go to as to dream and to be lied to with astronomical price surges. Then I come to your channel and listen to the truth. With that being said, XRP to the moon, tariffs, tariffs, tariffs. That's 3 drinks for you kiddos out there. Have a great holiday weekend. Peace and love. Bitcoin sitting at 111,357 ETH is 2654. BNB at 679. Well, Souls at 178. XRP at 242. We're going to talk manipulation. Why? We hit 245 and then we get pushed back on down. With the utility, the institutional adoption, the banks, why can't we frickin' break it? BTC, slow AF. Players are paying more than 1 BTC for a single transaction, and yet XRP can't break and hold 245. What the f is going on? But first, Bitcoin hits a new all-time high of 111,889 on the 15th anniversary of BTC Pizza Day. While people in the crypto space are celebrating Bitcoin Pizza Day, the Crypto King price shot up, hitting a new all-time high, and the market cap also reached 2.2 trillion, surpassing Amazon in value. Fuck you, Bezos, and your penis-looking rocket. According to the Infinite Market Cap, Bitcoin is the 5th largest asset globally. The first 4 places are reserved for gold. Well, I'm a big gold bug, so I'm not too upset with that one. Microsoft, Nvidia, I love Nvidia because I have a whole bunch of their products. Apple, with market caps of 22 trillion, 22 trillion, 3 trillion, and 3 trillion, respectively. How much is left, though, in this BTC run, and will they help the alts out? Don't get me wrong, I see some green on the screen, but for real, don't you think we'd see a little bit more alt support with BTC breaking all-time highs? Or is BTC going to sell off and then the alts roar? What's going on here? Trump-linked USD1 stablecoin reaches 2.1 billion market cap, lands a Binance listing. Now let me ask y'all a question. Is there crypto out there that you own that you wish would be listed, say on Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, or any other big player out there? Comment down below on what crypto you own that you wish would get a big listing. USD1 linked to Trumpito hit a 2 billion one market cap. World Liberty Financial plans an airdrop for its token holders. Oh, okay. Binance announced a listing USD1, a dollar peg stablecoin issued by World Liberty Financial on its spot trading platform. The USD1 USDT pair is scheduled to kick off later today at 12 UTC on May 22nd. This is breaking news. That's why you hit the subscribe button, and so we can beat Papa John's, because you know I want to go on Twitter and troll them MFers saying, yo, you might have better pizza than Klaus, because sometimes I do make my own pizza, but you do not have more YouTube sub-aronis. Oh, we just gained one. How freaking cool is that? Kudos to you, pimps, players, and hustlers, whoever subbed on that one. So now we've got Trump's USD1 climbing the ranks. What else do we got? Someone just paid 1 1.08 BTC in fees for a single BTC transaction. Let's go to our calculator and let's do this. 1.08 times, how much is BTC right now? 111,300 times 111,300. Someone just paid $120,000 for a single fucking transaction. Well, that proves to us that you can't fix stupid. It also proves to us that Darwin was full of shit and that no, we aren't getting smarter as a species. In a jaw-dropping moment that has sparked widespread discussion across the crypto community, a single Bitcoin user reportedly paid a staggering how much, everyone? $120,000 for just one transfer. How much XRP does it cost for a single transfer? Like what? Fraction of a fucking penny? And yet BTC is at 111,000. Yo, you can't fix fucking stupid. This is crazy. Someone just paid 1.08 BTC for a single transaction. Look, someone's gonna have to explain this shit to me. I understand store of value. I understand that we don't know who Satoshi is, and that's one of the big reasons why BTC keeps kind of pumping a roni, because you don't know who to go after. But for real, when things get clogged up, when things are juicy in the BTC network, things get super expensive. I'm not going to pay $120,000 for a single transaction. That's freaking crazy. You know what else is crazy? SafeMoon ain't so fucking safe after all. SafeMoon CEO faces 45 years after being found guilty on all charges. Damn, girlfriend, you're getting bent over. Braden Caroni, former CEO of SafeMoon, was found guilty of defrauding investors and using stolen funds to buy luxury homes and vehicles. Oh God, where have we heard this story before? A New York federal jury has found Braden John Caroni, that's a pretty cool name, former CEO of SafeMoon, guilty on all counts in a criminal case tied to major crypto fraud scheme. The charges include conspiracy to commit securities fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering. Caroni and his co-conspirators misled investors about how SafeMoon operated and used investors' funds for personal gain. The DOJ, better known as the Department of Justice, wrote Wednesday in a press release, prosecutors said Caroni used his scheme to purchase multiple homes, sports cars, custom trucks, and luxury goods. Now, were these lowrider trucks or were these pavement princesses? I kinda wonder. As proven at trial, the SafeMoon digital asset was anything but safe and turned out to be a pie in the sky for investors who were just deliberately misled by Caroni. Caroni used his scheme to purchase multiple homes, sports cars, custom trucks, and luxury goods. So is this another case of someone saying, yo, I've got a 12-inch dong and really I only have a 1-inch dong? I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I really wish the SEC would catch these people before they screw all these investors over, because like Celsius screwed a lot of people over, Mashinsky, you can rot in hell, FTX screwed a lot of people over, Sam Bankman-Fried, you can rot in hell. I mean, like Babel, 3 Arrows. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them out there. The problem is the SEC catches these people after they go bankrupt, after the damage has been done. That's pretty messed up. Just throwing it out there. Prosecutors say Caroni personally gained over $9 million, which he spent $2.2 million on a home in Utah. Well, you obviously don't like to party because Utah is not a state to party in. Additional properties and luxury vehicles, including 2 Audi R8s, you a-hole, a Tesla, and custom trucks. Now Caroni faces a maximum sentence of 45 years. God, I hope you get it. I hope you get it. All right, volume's up. They're up 32% last 24 hours, really close to $200 billion. We look at institutional inflows for the year, and they're still up, girlfriend. Open interest is up as well, with perps at $740 billion. XRP, look, we hit 245.5 and we get pushed back down. So when the BTC network gets congested, people pay $120,000 for a single transaction. But XRP doesn't get congested, and it costs a fraction of a penny for a single transaction. And yet here we are struggling at 242. So is this market manipulation? Is this pumperoni dumperoni by institutions on retail? What is going on? Is it the lack of big institutional money? Because we know we've got the sailors out there. We've got the Metaplanet. We've got the Riot. We've got all the miners out there that purchase BTC. We don't have that for XRP. What is missing here? And I want to hear from you because I know we're all frustrated, right? And I've shared with you that, hey, we saw players sell off at the 265 mark twice. I shared with you a few weeks ago where the institutions all sold off at the 250 mark. And now we're seeing BTC touching all-time highs 2 days in a row, and XRP is struggling to break and hold 245, which oddly lines up with what price that happened on May 19th? Again, 245. Manipulation? Lack of interest from the bigs? What about all the banks in Japan that were supposed to be using XRP? How come that's not helping out the price? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Because it makes no sense, because when BTC gets clogged, you have to pay a ton of gas to move that ass. So trust me, I totally get the frustration because I've been reporting on the space for, what is it now? 5 years I've been doing this? Is it 5 years? Yeah, I think it's 5 years. And I've been into crypto for a few years even before that. So yeah, it's totally frustrating. It makes you wonder if there's some manipulation. It makes you wonder if there's a little bit of overpromising and under-delivering from certain things. But then when you see people paying absolute bonkers amounts to move a single transaction in BTC, especially when the network gets clogged because it's super juicy action price-wise now, and then you see how cheap it is to move money with XRP, you're like, this doesn't make sense. What's going on here? It's like a square peg in a round hole. And then you're like, yo, Darwin really fucking lied to us because we're definitely not smart. Paying $120,000 for a single fucking transaction. But people are doing it. The sailors of the world are totally maxing it out. Players, institutions, strategic reserve players out there are gobbling up BTC left and right, and here we are with XRP checking our phones. I'm checking my phone, and we're like, oh, it's 243 right now. Oh, my wife still hasn't responded to my naughty Snapchat, and she's at the winery right now drinking with like her sister and stuff like that. Oh, okay, cool. I just got put in the friend zone by my wife. Great. Great. So yeah, it's kind of messed up, essays. So now we're looking at this going, what? What do we need for the alts to frickin' move? And don't get me wrong, I totally understand the store of value play with BTC. And I understand that, hey, if you want to go after BTC, who do you go after? No one knows who Satoshi is, so it's not like you can go after a person, organization. You only can go after BTC for what? The energy usage. But if you want to go after XRP, it's easy. You go after Ripple. If you want to go after XLM, it's easy. You go after Stellar Development Foundation. You want to go after ADA. You go after Cardano. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like that, it's easy. I understand that, but you're telling me that that's worth the $111,000? Come on now. But players are paying it, so I guess for them it is. And for me, that's just proof that Darwin's full of shit. And then I go hang out in downtown, and then I see a whole bunch of blue-haired giraffes and all sorts of other dumb chicanery going on, and I'm like, Darwin is definitely wrong, and people are paying $120,000. So, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are down below, because I'm very curious in your comments. So, let's beat Papa John's. I want to troll them on Twitter and have them block me. That's my goal. The goal is to beat Papa John's with subs and then have them block me on Twitter because I troll the shit out of them. Because I would love to see a small channel like this beat them in subs. So choo-choo what? Choo-choo bitches, girlfriend.